Guys, okay. I just want to talk more about what's going on now in this idiotic world that we're living in. It's a crazy world. I mean, I could say crazy, but that's an understatement uh, for what's really going on. This is stupidity at an astronomical level, what we're living in. Pure stupidity. Let's talk about uh, work, jobs. We have to still make a living, even though they're trying to stop basically the entire world from making a living. And they show no mercy. Do you see on TV where they're saying they're showing any type of pity or sympathy for putting people out of work all over the world for no reason, believing that there's some new magical strand of virus going around killing unknown millions of unknown nameless people? Have they shown any type of sympathy? No, because it's part of a plan. I don't want to really go into that because there is so much censorship or downright banning of anybody who shows any type of intellect, or thinking, or who have done research on what's going on. And let's forget about plausibility, implausibility, possibility, impossibility. What's real? What's in the realm of reality? What can we see, hear, feel, touch? Forget about that. Just doing your own research and knowing what's really going on. Trying to change how we all live our lives. Completely change it. You know? And we're sitting here falling for it. Most of the world is sitting here falling for this nonsense, this BS, believing it. We talk about jobs. People have to go to work now. We're being forced to put these face muzzles over our face, these ridiculous, dehumanizing masks, just to go to work now. Look like zombies. And I say dehumanizing because that's the purpose of it. The people behind this, they know that you are being dehumanized when you put that thing on and walk around, that mask over your face. You are being dehuman. You are no longer a human. Okay? This handsome face that I have right here, okay, they're trying to say, no, you're no longer an individual. Cover it up. Be a zombie and submit to us and do what we say for no reason at all. And millions of people all over the world are doing it, all because of some evil people who have a plan to change how we all live our lives, and we're falling for it. Okay. Europe is waking up. I'm happy to see it. I follow that, and you have to really do the research to follow it and see what's going on. They're waking up. It's still a long ways to go because they're being pounded by these governments who are behind this plan to change how we live our lives, all trying under the disguise of some rogue new virus that's out there that's dangerous for us, which all of us who are intelligent with brains know is completely false. We know it's not real. We know what's going on, but they're trying to change it. But at least Europe is waking up. America and the rest of the world, for the most part, are still asleep. Americans slowly are waking up. The rest of the world are still asleep, brainwashed by this relentless 24-hour nonsense that we're getting from the media. And I talked about that in one of my videos before, about the media, how to control 7 billion people. Okay? And that was the plan. They tried this before with the other ridiculous viruses, H1N1, swine flu, whatever else they had in the past. And they just couldn't get the masses to fall for it, to submit and believe that we're all going to die. So this time they figured out, and they've written about this. This is not something that I'm speculating on. They've written about this, talked about this. They had to get the media behind them. So they had to control the worldwide media and get them to say the same things over and over again on a 24-hour basis, that there is this rogue magical virus from China that's ravaging the world. And say it again and again and again and again, 24 hours a day, and they won't say anything else. No one else can say anything on the other side of it, disagreeing with it, not believing. You can't say anything. Look at it. Anybody who tries, you're banned immediately. Banned. And they know that 24-hour cycle of a scare tactic nonsense, most people, and I mean most people, will fall for it. They're weak-minded, gullible, and they will fall for it, and they have fallen for it. Their brains have been fried by pure nonsense, to the point where now if a person coughs or sneezes, they think that they're going to die if they get near that person. There's no evidence ever to believe that. Now there's no evidence. Never in world history has there ever been any evidence of it. And we're changing how we live our lives because of that. And they know that the more that you keep submitting and believing the nonsense and being scared, eventually you're going to crack and you will break. And most people have, believing that this whole only savior is a magical injection into their bodies. Nothing has ever been done like that in human history to save people from any type of virus. But now for some reason, everyone's falling for it because of strategic use of the media to scare you on a 24-hour basis, to get you to submit and comply and become a zombitic person who will comply and walk around with this muzzle on your face and think that everybody else must wear it, and force them to, and get angry if they don't wear this muzzle on their face, and do it and stay away from other people unlike ever before in human history. Kids can't go out to play anymore. Kids can't go to school and socialize and can't high five anymore. People can't go to concerts, be around each other, kiss, hug, all because of some lie that doesn't even exist, not even real. Pure nonsense, because you believe something that you've only seen on TV. You haven't seen it anywhere else. You just seen it, heard about it on TV. And then now you got people saying, oh, well, my mother's uncle's daughter's cousin had it. No, they did not. They may have had the flu or something like that, or the common cold. We already know that the person who invented the test has already said that there's no way it can isolate any specific virus. And yet everybody goes in like zombies to get some ridiculous test for nothing. Just because they have the common cold or the normal flu that people have had for millions of years. Let's talk about think about history. You know, in especially in American history, in the American Revolution, people had different ideas of what the English government had for them, and they wanted to do something different. And they wanted the ability to speak freely and think for themselves, not be controlled. And because of that, they were able to create this country where most people in America believe was the right thing. Well, now, the same people in America who believe that America is great and it was founded because of great freedom of speech, liberty, and happiness principles are now banning all of that now. People like me who want to speak freely and think differently, we're being banned from speaking and doing what we want. All because of something that's never been proven, never will be proven. And we're being banned. We can't even talk. Forget about entering certain places, working. We can't even talk. Doctors can't even say anything that goes against this narrative of we're all going to die from some magical virus. Can't even speak. Politicians can't say what they want to say. People like you and I, we're banned all across the media, social media, mainstream media, everywhere. We're banned. I'm risking right now being banned. But I'm angry because in my country that was built off of freedoms, uh, principles of freedom and liberty, it's all being banned right now. And our lives are being changed because of some evil people who want to change how we all live our lives. And they want us all to submit to one type of lifestyle. Borders are still being closed right now. We can't even travel the way we want to. People on planes, stewardesses, flight attendants are wearing these laboratory outfits and face shields, looking like idiots for no reason at all. And we have to walk around in this type of hell on earth world right now that we're living in right now. But we have to keep fighting. We have to keep speaking out, trying to wake people up. We just can't give up. Try to speak to as many like-minded people and try and spread the word, because I have friends and families, they're gone. Their brains have been fried by this 24-hour relentless nonsense that's being pushed in the media on a daily basis. Okay, let's talk about this Spanish flu. I've talked about this before also. People keep bringing this up. Well, what about the Spanish flu? This has happened before. No, there's nothing like this has happened before. They didn't shut down the entire world. And all the figures and the data that came from the Spanish flu was generated not by actual doctors or scientists. They came from yellow journalists. Yellow journalists are people in the journalism industry, newspaper industry, radio industry, who are trying to exaggerate a story in order to sell newspapers, sell their stories. All that information about millions of people died, it's all came from the yellow journalists. That is historical fact. I'm not speculating. I'm not making it up. Like everything I say, look it up yourselves. Everything that I say in my videos, look it up yourselves. Do the research. Okay? Use some intelligence. Okay? Even your ancestors that were alive during the Spanish flu, none of them changed their lives. Maybe in certain areas or in communities they had some changes, but most of our ancestors did not even know that this was going on because they didn't have radios, they didn't have TV. They weren't bombarded with the nonsense like we are today. That's true. And look that up. Other illnesses, we have verifiable ways of seeing what causes polio and measles and rubella. But this nonsense that we're dealing with right now has never been proven, never will be proven. CDC, these World Health Organizations, they keep changing. Oh, it's been isolated. It hasn't been isolated. They keep doing that to keep you confused, and eventually you're going to say you give up. You're going to give up and say, I submit. I don't want to be confused anymore. When it's all nonsense to begin with. But because you're weak-minded, you say, I don't want to be confused anymore. Just help me. Stick something in me and make it all go away. What they're going to keep doing, as long as you keep complying, they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep these more restrictions, more ridiculous restrictions to get you to comply, because their goal is relentless. They're trying to change how we live our lives. Everything that you love about life, they're trying to change it and make us all live the same way. And in the meantime, they're going to destroy everything that we consider valuable in life and fun and enjoyable, including traveling, playing, hugging, kissing, being together with all of our friends and relatives and families. But we can't let them win. That is their goal. Okay, and I can go into deeper details, but those of you who are intelligent out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. But we need to try and wake up more people, become more and more intelligent. Okay, we cannot submit. They keep saying, well, just 3 more months. 3 more months. June, July came up. No, just 3 months. We'll get a hold. They're going to get a hold of this. Everybody just follow the course. Just keep wearing these stupidity masks. Now it's November. Now it's December. People are still saying, Joe, just we got to keep doing this. Keep putting on the mask. Take them off. Put them back on. Take them off. Put them back on. No, we have to keep. This is pure idiocy. Wake up, people. We can't let this go. We can't live like this. This is hell on earth. Okay? Everything that we live for, we think is joyful in life. Let's get it back. We can't let them win. We're isolated in this cult. Usually cults are isolated and looked at, but now The cult is in charge. The cult is the masses. And the people like you and I with intelligence and brains, common sense and logic, we're isolated on an island now, surrounded by pure stupidity. That's all. We're surrounded by stupidity right now. People that can't think for themselves, for the most part, and the ones who are behind this nonsense that are trying to change how we live our lives. They know it's nonsense, but they're going to push it with this 24-hour media nonsense. So turn off the media, turn off social media, turn it all off, because it's frying your brains. It's fried too many people's brains now, even though some people are waking up more and more. Because this is not how humans are supposed to live. There's no reason for it. We're in no danger. We never were in any danger. They've never lived like this for millions of years before. There's nothing new right now that's going on that should make us live like this now. I'm angry, but I'm trying to stay positive. But I want more and more people to wake up. And I'm risking like I said, I'm risking being banned, because they like to ban everybody who thinks intelligently, who knows what's going on. So I'll end it right now. And those of you who are intelligent, give me a like. I want to know, that you agree with me, and you have an intelligent mind, and you're not weak-minded. So like it, share the video with other people. We need to wake as many people up as possible. Okay? Bye.